said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sooners will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Morgan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it in, it's Marsh. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Sooners offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
And the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Fires to the big fella. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They believe they can run right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. 3rd in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how.
Oh, a lot of space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
For this offense, it was a bit of a feeling out process there in the 1st quarter, just trying to find the rhythm and find any holes in the defense they could. Here in the 2nd quarter, they're getting aggressive. They found the matchup they wanted to take advantage of. One-on-one, the quarterback and his target link up for a huge score to finally get on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cleescore. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Morgan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. He's at the touchdown Sooners. What a play, not it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Bunch formation for these receivers. Might be changing the route. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Direct snap. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Offside. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Makes it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Morgan. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. A brave new world as they make it into the red zone for the first time in this game. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Kent. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Line gets set. 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll immediately call timeout. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Hendricks. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Prieskorn. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or... Whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Turns it loose. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
To the air on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. It's a running room. Inside, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed.
On the ground, it's Haynes. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's...
Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. This time he's got his man.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go and execute it on game day like that.
The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Finds a little space. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. And the Sooners are on the move. Let's go, let's go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morgan.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Morgan. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Haynes. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So here comes the Michigan offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Got a man. It's Morgan. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. The give to the left side. Got room to work. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Let's go. To the air. It's Carr. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later into the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. And that one did not work.
I was ready for this 4th down anyways. I know I need a touchdown on this drive, and I know I'm going for it. So now the situation is, what is my play to get it done?
He was looking for the corner, and that corner could not be found. The defense sets the edge just in time to make the stop. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The give to the tailback. Made a defender miss. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the option. He'll toss it. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. Tag. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Makes the grab outside. It's Moore. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Morgan. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender.